I rise to second the motion of thanks on the address of His Excellency the President of India. His Excellency Sri Ram Nath Kovind has referred to social justice in his speech. He has also referred to the architect of our Constitution, Dr. Ambedkar, who used to say that political democracy cannot survive without social and economic democracy. Guided by this fundamental spirit of the Constitution, which is committed to the welfare of the weakest section, the government is working towards a strengthening of economic democracy and the social justice in India. Ease of living for the common man was stressed upon in the speech. As President has said, this being the guiding principle, Sri Narendra Modi led government is struggling hard day in, day out to bring structural changes in the systems which have been spoiled and rotten in the last 60 years of the Congress government. Congress could not change the system because they do not have the mindest. They also did not change and they did not attempt to change the situation in the country also. The budget was being presented till in the evening at 5 o'clock till the NDA government came to power. I was a student of political science till Sri Atal Bihari Vajpayee changed it. Nobody could understand why it was presented in the evening. It was because that was convenient to the London people. Even they used to present the budget on 28th February or 29th February. Ultimately, it was also probably done for the convenience of the Britishers. That was also continued till Modi ji came. He changed it last year. By doing so, now the funds are available just from the 1st of April itself when our financial year starts. I do not know why this was continued almost up to 70 years. This was a really surprising thing. When they could not change such simple things, how can they change the country? This is why, after ruling for 60 years, the condition in the country was so pathetic. Now, this government is trying to uplift the status of the people in all the fields, in all walks of life. Even after ruling for 60 years, after out of 70 years, poverty in the country is more than 50%. Ultimately, what did you do? At least in the last 10 years, you appointed 5 committees, and in the report of all the committees, on an average, it was said that more than 50% of the people are below poverty line. Why did it happen? Now, after the Devas summit, after release of the report, Sri Rahul Gandhi says Modi ji should reply why 73% of the assets is with 1% of the people. He is asking question to us after ruling for 58 years and recently ruling for 10 years. He is asking as to why it is so. Actually, the present government is trying to change the system of disproportionate assets. It is said that 73% of the assets is with 1% of people. This is proportionately distributed among the people of the country. That is why now with the Benami Act and so many other acts including demonetization and everything, we are trying to unearth the assets which are in the form of Benami. The people have such assets because there was no action against anybody. We are trying to do that. But what was your mental status? Mr. Monteng Singh Ahluwalia, who was the then deputy chairman of the Planning Commission, in a statement said that he was the guiding force for the Congress economic policy. He said anyone who is earning more than rupees 32 per day in urban areas and rupees 26 per day in rural areas will not be considered as poor. Sri Chidambaram, who had presented the highest number of budgets, said when the urban middle class can buy a bottle of a mineral water for rupees 50 and ice cream for rupees 20, why do they make so much of noise about price rise? This was the question raised by the then finance minister, and recently the former finance minister has also made a comment that if selling pakoras is employment, then beginning is also an employment. How he is insulting the poor people. First you insulted the Sri Narendra Modi for his selling chai during his childhood, and now you are insulting Pakorawala. The Congress people do not know about this. I want to quote one incident. One person has completed BE degree and even now he is selling pakoras. He even got the job, but he rejected that job because in selling pakoras he was earning more. You are insulting those people. You are saying that selling pakoras is equivalent to beginning. This means you do not respect dignity of labor. One graduate has given the best interview in the TV. I have put it in my Facebook. He is selling kachori for the last 30 years. Srimati Sheila Dikshit had ruled Delhi for 15 years. Honorable Deputy Speaker, Sir, I really give you my thanks for giving me a chance of deliver my speech on the motion of thanks addressed by the President of India to the Parliament. Honorable Deputy Speaker, Sir, as we know, under the constitutional scheme itself, the President of India has to deliver the speech on the basis of the written speech approved by the Cabinet. Therefore, this is a speech effectively of the central government consisting of the Council of Ministers. If we go through the speech, rosy pictures have been given which are far behind from the fundamental fact itself. I will go one by one point. First, the Honorable Prime Minister of India during his Independence Day address laid out his vision of a new India where the youth of our nation will become key stakeholders in building the India of the 21st century. India's rate of employment has declined and job creation has not kept up with the growing working age population. Over 30% of our youth aged between 18 and 29 years in India are not in employment, education, or training. In 2012-13, the unemployment rate was 20%.